Hello friends, good evening. Today I am taking topic of advanced price list configuration based on the real-time organization needs. The use case or business case is all about how we are going to separate out our margin based on the range of the cost. So here I have defined a range of cost, like if my product cost is between 0 to 500, then I would require to create a cost-based price list like it is 200%, like 100% plus. If my cost is 400, then I would like to define a trade price which is on this base price, which is 20% on this cost-based price. Then I would require a wholesale price which is 50% on this cost. And then I have a retail price which is again 50% on this cost-based price list. So these are my iteration. Like again, then I would like to make sure I want to have, maybe if my cost is between 500 to 1000, then I would like to require my profit margin would be 1.x time, and then if 1001, then I would require 50% profit margin, and then accordingly 20% on trade, 50% on cost, and retail 50%. This is something I would like to continue using. Maybe I can change the logic also. It depends, business to business, because this is 20%, 20%, and for 1001 onwards I would like to have 10% only. Okay, so accordingly we have set this price list based on my category. This is Honda and Suzuki are my category, which you can see over here. Honda and Suzuki I have categorization where some products are coming at 200 as a cost, some are 750, some are 5000, likewise Honda is 600, 350, 900 kind of cost. So the trick is, it is all going to be manual, but how you control, how you define a range and then a price list. That is my use case. So what I have done is I have created a price list or cost-based price list, which is saying like where products are, where category is Honda, I would require 100%. That is my cost-based price list. But the range is 0 to 500. That is for cost. How I can define this range? So the idea is simply, I can divide my category a manual way to category 1, 2, and 3. So what I can do is I can create 3 categories like Honda. I can duplicate the category like Honda 2, and then I will duplicate to Honda 3, and then I will define Honda as Honda 1 category. So this category 1 means 0 to 500, then Honda 2 is this. So what I will do is category Honda 1, then Honda 2, then Honda 3 are my category. This is what I have defined. Okay. Now over here in product, we already have product which is cost. So now what I have to do is, everything is in Honda 1 right now. So how can I filter out, to move the category? Like Honda 1 remains same because it is 0 to 500. Then Honda, this 600 should go to Honda 2, and this 900 should go to Honda 2. And if I have any other product, ABC, XY, XT, it's storable and it's Honda 1, the cost is maybe 4000 rupees. Then how can I manage to move the category accordingly? So the manual way is, if I can filter down based on cost between, if you have a large product portfolio 1 to 500, then it will give this product only. Where Honda 1 0 to 500, I need to figure out. So I will select in bulk and select Honda 1 as a category. I can change it from here. That is one way of doing it. Okay. The second way is, if I'm creating any new product and I have a cost price, and if I have installed Studio, so let me copy Studio. So it's a trial database and I'm installing Studio. So how to do that, I will tell you. So first I would categorize my Honda, where now I want to categorize if my cost is 0 to 500, I would like base prices 200 times, which is here, and I would like to replace category to Honda 1. The same way I will create a new formula based on cost, where category is Honda 2. I need 80%. So here I want to make minus 80, discount will become my 80% margin. Likewise Honda 3, it's 50%. I would like to have a margin. So formula based on cost and minus 50 will be my margin based on product category Honda 3. Okay. So this is how I want to iterate my category based cost based price, which is cost based price I have defined. This is not always, but yeah, this is like 2x 80 at x, accordingly. Then I would like to define a trade price list, which is based on cost based price, which is again a 20% higher, 20% higher, and 10% higher based on 3 ranges. So what I can do is I can create a new price list, which I can give trade price. Okay. So trade price on base, and then I will create a formula where my price list is based on other price list, and that is cost based price list. And then I would like to define 20% when my category is first range. So I would like to define minus 20 where category is the 1. The same way, now I will create a formula based on other price list first, and then define my second categorization, that is 20% and rest 10%. So this will go 20%, 2, this will go cost based price list, and 10% on Honda 3. So now trade price on base is fixed. Now I will move to wholesale price list, which is 50% on this cost price. Okay, so it is 50, almost 50% in all the criteria. So what I will do is I will create a new price list, wholesale, and in all category in formula on directly cost I would like to have 50% on my all 3 categories. So I have to select Honda 1 cost 50%, then Honda 2, then Honda 3, then on cost again, then Honda 3. So this will become my wholesale price list. And then the next one is retail, that is again on base price list, cost base price. Okay, so it is now I will create a retail price list and applicable on formula on other price list, that is my cost base price, and then I will define 50, 50 and 50% margin. So this is how product category the 1, formula, other price list, cost base price 50%, product category Honda 2, formula, other price list, cost base price 50%, product category Honda 3. Now my price list are defined, and then some are on cost base. But now let me check whether my products are set according to things or not. So now this 600 should go to, you know, Honda 2 category, and 900 also. So what I will do, I will pick both. I will directly change to Honda 2 in bulk, and this 4000, you know, I will select and move to Honda 3. I will give you another way also how we can make it. So now Honda 1, Honda 2, according to 0 to 500, 500 to 1000, 1000 plus is set for Honda category. The same way we have Suzuki categories, which again have a separate type of price list: 0 to 300, 301 to 1000, and 1001 onwards. These are the three categorization we have to make for Suzuki's part. So what we will do is we will again create subcategory, but before that let us test how it will reflect on the sales order. So when I create any new sales order or any customer one, and I add a product from Honda 3, the cost base price will become 6000. What is my cost base price? This is 50% plus, and category is this. So this is cost base price. This is 50%, which is reflecting over here. Now if I change to trade price, it will become 6600. So trade price is based on cost, like 20% more than this. Okay, so 4000 will become first 6000, and 6000 will become 600 plus 10% is plus, so it will become 6600. Now the same product, if I am going to sell on wholesale, so wholesale will become 6000. How? So in wholesale it is directly 50% based on cost. So my cost was 4000 and 50% means 2000. Now retail is 50% on base, so if I change into retail and see the price, it will become 9000, even more costlier, because first my 4000 rupees going to cost, then it will become 6000, and then it will become 9000. So see, it is working very nicely if I have categorized my product into 3 level is my range. Now for Suzuki, how we can manage the same way. Let me show you the way to automate how you can define when you create a new product. So if I'm going to Studio and then creating an automation rule, so post update, the trigger is on save, and I want to match a condition where product category is in mostly all, and when cost is between 1 to, let's say, 300. Then what I need to do is I need to update the record where I need to move product category to maybe Suzuki or Suzuki 1. So let me create a category first. So this is the logic I would like to apply, so I don't want to go and move the product. So what I will do is I will create few categories for Suzuki now. Suzuki will become Suzuki 1. I will duplicate it. That's Suzuki 2. And then again I will duplicate it, will become Suzuki 3. So this is a workaround how automatically product category can be assigned. In automation, I have created 1 to 300 will go to Suzuki 1. Now I would like to create cost is greater than 1, and then again cost is between 1 to 300, or cost is between 301 to 1000, and cost is between 1001 1, 2, anything, maybe I can take any number. So any of one will trigger, but it will not suffice, because how action will trigger? Action will trigger based on one. So this category won't work here. What I have to do is I have to create a separate rule for that. So post update Suzuki 1 is first automation. Then I will duplicate it. Post update 2 will become 301 2000, and the action will be update the record, and product category will go to Suzuki 2. Then I will create another Suzuki 3 where cost is greater than equal to 1001. My action will be category product category will go to Suzuki 3. So these are the automation I am creating. Now let's check up how it works. So I'm going into my products again, where I have product Suzuki 1. Whether it should stay to Suzuki 1 or not, what I will do is I will just update my record, click on save. So 751, I have saved it. Let me check. The product category should be in all. Once I save, it will automatically move to Suzuki 2. So user don't have to track anything. Normal category is all. Now PX3 is Honda 1. Let me check on the product. So this is how automation will work. When any new part will come and user by default have all category, it will automatically move to Suzuki 3, because 1001 onwards I need that category. So this is how it will work. So when I'm creating any new product like HGF11, it is storable product, and I am putting like maybe 3000, it will go to Suzuki 3. But this will always not work. What I have to do is I have to create some more layer, because Suzuki 1, 2 or 3 are the logic. I have to mix up with product tag. So if product tag is Suzuki, it should go, that we can improve our logic. And then Honda will go to Honda, and based on that it can trigger. So now what we have to do is we have to create one more logic in automation. Like if it is Suzuki, and apply on, product category is maybe all, or maybe not product category, but product tags is in Suzuki, then only it should work, not for any Honda part. So this is how we can improve our logic. Product template tags one has to give. So this is the primary condition we have to fulfill. So product tags are mandatory when any user is entering a new product. If that is not the case, it will not update, because I have now make rules for Suzuki product only. Now if I am adding HJ11 to my Honda list, product template Honda, nothing will work. It will stay to all only, because I haven't make any condition. But as soon as I change my tag to Suzuki, save it, it will move to Suzuki 3. Hope this will help the people to now smoothly work on creation of new product, and based on post it will automatically update the product category also. So this is one logic I would like to share based on Honda and Suzuki. So 0 to 300, and this price list we can also prepare on it. Now apart from this, I would also like to run how to safeguard your margin also, as well as to safeguard your customer by setting some more logic based on your formula. So let's say you have defined cost-based price. You want to have 50% margin for retailers, but it is very big. When you see this sheet of Honda, it becomes 9,000 to go to retail. A product which cost 4,000, it reached to 9,000. But now I want to limit this. How can I limit? So what I can do is I can set up a margin. What type of margin we can set, so it can safeguard. So let's say I want to, give a range of margin. It should not be more than 1,000. Okay, for my retail customer for categorization of 3 product. So now if I am adding the same part again, where cost was 4,000, it will become 7,000 only. See how it works. What we have done smartly. What we have done smartly. Now that we have created a 50% up on other price list, but my margin should remain 1,000. Okay, so that's how a 4,000 item will become 6,000, and 6,000 plus 1,000 only it will safeguard. Okay. On contrary, like if I am going to give any discount, and then I want to safeguard my discount also, like for this Honda 2 category, I want to give 20% discount, but those 20% discount, how it works? So I am giving retail prices and 20% discount on Honda 2 category. Okay, so Honda 2 category 2 is 900 and it will become 1296. How? So let me check the price. Cost price was 900. So my cost price was 900, and then retail is based on this cost. So it should be 2025. But what I have done is I have given 20% discount minus 1.2. So it will 1620. It should become 1620. But now in my quotation, it becomes 1216 only. How? Let us check. So our retail price list, my prices is cost based price, and I want to give 20% discount. So what it happens is D6 is 1315, and then I have to give D6 minus this. So 1315 and then 1080. So let's check how it works. So Honda 2 is my category, and then this is Honda 2, cost was 900. So 900 becomes 1296. Okay, so here so I will check this later on. So this is how I have created 20% on other price list, that is my discount. So let's say if I am reversing back to 50, but what I wanted to show you, like if I am giving 30% discount to Honda 2, so this becomes 1620. Cost based price. So this is 1.8 times. So it is 1.8 times. Now it is perfect because category 2 was 80% plus. 1620 is my price. Now if I move to retail price, it will give this 1134. Okay, how 1134? It should be 1296, but now it become 1134. Okay. So now I have choose to give 30% discount, and if I change it to 30%, 1134. See, everything works perfectly. Now what I wanted to show you is I want to restrict my margin. How? So I want to restrict my margin from 100 to 0, and then what it will do is, the margin should be the discount should be, this margin will work as 100 rupees of discount only. Okay, and now I am changing it, and now I am going into retail again. The price will become 1520. Okay, so what it has done is, it has safeguarded my margin, and discount couldn't go beyond 100 rupees. So what happens is 16 to 20 was the base price, and I have given 1620 was base, and then I have given 30% discount, but I wanted to restrict it to 100 rupees, so that's why it becomes 1520. So see that how magical it is. Like, you want to give discount, but you want to safeguard your profitability, so margin, and then margin of 100 rupees is allowed, up to 100. If you say minus 200, then it will become 200 rupees of discount over here. See, I am just changing it for our purpose. Going into retail again, it will become 1420. See how it is restricting, So hope you guys understand how I can safeguard my margin also, and how I can restrict my discount to go beyond certain number. So discount is 30%, but it should not go beyond 200. That's why I have safeguard by negative margin 200. Okay, hope guys this will help many people to use Odoo price list in advanced level like this. Thank you very much.